on a holy trinity of sorts, God, Mother Nature, the devil. So not everybody thinks that each of those entities are divine, like are blessed with divine powers. However, some do, and I was like, that's one that I've actually thought about as a Holy Trinity and treated it as my Holy Trinity at times. But I was like, but is it the Holy Trinity of sorts? Because what if two of those things are equal, or two or more of those things are equal? So here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, talk through a Holy Trinity of sorts in the sense of each may have their own source of divine power. It consists of God, Mother Nature, and the devil. And I'm filming this Wednesday, 9 July 2025. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory in terms of how I'm setting that up, in terms of like, okay, so there's three entities, God, Mother Nature, and the devil, and they each have their own source of divine power. Now, so okay, so then how is it a Holy Trinity of sorts? And so essentially the Holy Trinity part is they like kind of balance each other out. God and the devil are spiritual and divine and all encompassing and stuff like that. However, Mother Nature is physical reality during life for living things. So what about Hades? Male Greek god, Hades. So he's god of the underworld, the devil, and he's kind of a perfect god to highlight because, well, Hades was god of the underworld, so where bad people go when they die, as depicted in some stuff. However, he was also god of underworld as in everything beneath the surface of the earth, such as gemstones, minerals, water, caverns, tree roots, all of that fall into his jurisdiction. So he is an abnormally earthly god. So not only was he presider over evil things, he's also god of physical reality, and he was God. So technically, it's like this Holy Trinity that I have is a Holy Trinity of sorts because it can boil down to one God, Hades. Okay. I was like, well, I've invoked Pluto, the Roman god of the underworld, in my life before, but if it's really a god of hell, then wouldn't it, since I'm very anti-Greek, wouldn't it end up being the Hades is my god? Right, that's just like how my life kind of works. Like, right, like I read a book recently, and I was like, you know, the Christian God will not like speak over you and that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, my God walks all over me. My God is mean. Okay, it would be a cruel trick that I invoked Pluto and it's actually Hades. You know, that kind of thing. So if he is my only God, is then Mother Nature actually a father nature named Hades? His way of saying he took my fertility. Instead, I get to build cars for my guys and eat and look after my fellow original peoples, species other than humans. And he provides clarity to me that the taking of virginity of a human is not actually equal male and female. Female is evaluated on her support of her man's dream, and the male is evaluated on support of the woman. Not necessarily as a dream, but like the woman as a temple, right? That's the nature of the sexual thing, and like a woman having a reproductive system that can grow a baby and that kind of stuff. And I was like, there we go. Plus hypersensitivity because of the physical reality. Like all of the senses are, like virginity loss is the strongest of all sensory magnetic moments. It just gets forever glued into who a human is, all the way up to the divine level. And it like comes to define the person. And so I was like, I want to get mine right. Is that my Brad Pitt or my Lewis Hamilton? Supposedly my Brad Pitt has allowed for a challenge for my Lewis Hamilton. See, that's scary to me. I'm like, please don't kill each other, okay? I know my soulmates don't want to have babies, but I like the little red squirrels go. We're watching from afar. Don't worry, we're with Josh and Jacob. Who's my oh yeah, in my my virginity. So in the last, speaking of that, I got it. I came up with my fourth and final bracket. I only made it that far, and I'm giving up. Let's see, Andrea. I only made it to bracket 4 for my per a time standing still. I am so taken with my soulmate virginity last formula waking mode. Bracket 4, 4-1, my David Beckham. So there we go. That's on a Holy Trinity of sorts. God, Mother Nature, the devil. See, for me, it kind of makes sense, but then Hades overtakes everything by being all three things. So then I'm kind of like, so then it's just Hades. It's that, I love you, dude. Thank you for being my God. If you're my God, be a cool God. I love rocks and minerals. Like, I don't need much wooing. So there we go. So it's on a Holy Trinity of sorts. God, Mother Nature, the devil.